Listen to that sound. For many people it goes unnoticed, but for you it is unmistakable. It's the sound of your feet touching the cold floor in the middle of the night. It's the signal that your rest has been interrupted. You repeat the same familiar path, from the bed to the bathroom and back, knowing that the deep sleep you need so much may not return the same way. And I want you to know something from the very beginning. You are not alone, and yes, there is a way to improve this situation. Countless people over the age of 60 live this experience every single night. Some get up once, others twice, and some even 3 times. With every interruption, it's not just sleep that is lost, but also energy, mood, and overall quality of life. Many end up believing it's inevitable, just part of getting older. But let me tell you something important. You don't have to resign yourself to this. In many cases, the solution is much closer than you imagine, even in your own kitchen, though you may have been using it the wrong way for years. I'm Dr. Gabriel Mena, and throughout my medical practice I've seen firsthand how poor sleep affects both physical and emotional health. But I've also witnessed very positive changes when people make small adjustments. I remember, for example, a 68-year-old patient who told me he was afraid to go to bed because he knew his night would be full of interruptions. With simple, natural changes, his sleep began to improve, and along with it, his mood and his confidence when walking at night. Welcome to this channel. Here we talk about holistic health, longevity, and natural, easy habits that help you maintain physical, mental, and emotional balance. So take note and share this with your family and friends to help them improve their health. We upload new videos every day, so subscribe and activate the notification bell to receive all updates. Let's get started. Today I'm not here to talk to you about pills or complicated treatments. Today's approach is practical and natural. I want to explain a simple method, a specific ritual for consuming bananas the right way, which can help you sleep through the night and reduce those nighttime trips to the bathroom. And pay close attention, because it's not just about eating a banana without thinking. The key lies in how you eat it and when you do it. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn today can mark a real turning point in your nights. But before we go into detail, we need to clearly understand the problem we're facing. That need to get up and urinate during the night has a medical name, nocturia. Although it's common, I want to be very clear with you. It's not something we should simply accept as normal. Believing that nocturia is just an inevitable consequence of aging is one of the most common and harmful mistakes. Think of it this way. Sleep is not a luxury, it's the time when your body repairs itself. While you rest, your brain and organs carry out essential maintenance work. Every time that process is interrupted, your health takes a hit. And the consequences go far beyond feeling tired. One of the first and most serious risks is falling. Getting up in the dark, half asleep, with your balance still off, greatly increases the risk of an accident. At our age, a fall can mean fractures, hospital stays, and a loss of independence that no one wants. There's also the impact on the heart. Each abrupt awakening activates stress hormones, speeds up your heart rate, and raises blood pressure. When this happens night after night, the cardiovascular system is subjected to constant, unnecessary strain. That's why persistent nocturia is considered a risk factor that we must take very seriously. And there's something else that deeply concerns me, the effect on the brain. During deep sleep, the brain cleans itself, removing substances that build up during the day. When sleep is fragmented, that process doesn't happen properly, and this can show up as memory problems, lack of concentration, irritability, and that annoying feeling of mental fog. Poor sleep also drains your energy during the day. Activities you once enjoyed, like spending time with your grandchildren or working in the garden, can start to feel like a major effort. Little by little, this isolates you and makes you feel older than you really are. That's why we're here. Because nocturia is not a life sentence, it's a signal, and many times it responds to natural and accessible solutions. Now that you understand the importance of this issue, we're going to start by reviewing some habits and beliefs that, without realizing it, may be ruining our nights. Before we continue, if you're finding this content helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who also gets up several times at night. It could make a real difference in their rest. In the next segment, We'll begin to break down some very common myths about what we do before going to bed and how they are directly related to this problem. If you get up several times during the night and feel like your sleep is never truly deep, this is where the most important part of the solution begins. A simple, natural solution within everyone's reach, based on something as ordinary as a banana, but used the right way. With the mistakes now clear, we can finally build the path toward more restorative sleep. You may be wondering why such a simple fruit can make such a big difference. There's no mystery or exaggerated promises here. What we're talking about is science, biology, and a very precise combination of nutrients that work together to calm the nervous system and help the bladder relax at night. Inside every banana are 3 powerful allies for sleep. The first is tryptophan, an essential amino acid that your body cannot produce on its own and must obtain from food. Bananas are a very valuable natural source of this nutrient. From tryptophan, your body produces serotonin, a substance that creates a feeling of calm and well-being. When night falls, that serotonin is converted into melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. Put simply, when you consume a banana the right way, you give your body the building blocks it needs to create calm and prepare for deep sleep. Added to this are 2 more key players that work together: potassium and magnesium. The bladder is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can become tense or irritable. Stress, fatigue, or a lack of minerals can cause it to contract too soon and send false signals of urgency. Potassium helps regulate fluids and muscle function, while magnesium acts as a natural relaxant. It's no coincidence that magnesium is often called the anti-stress mineral. Many older adults have low magnesium levels without realizing it, and this can translate into cramps, muscle tension, and an overactive bladder at night. By consuming bananas, which provide both minerals, you send a message of calm to the body, promoting muscle relaxation, including the bladder. There's one more nutrient we can't overlook: vitamin B6. Bananas also contain it, and it's essential for the body to properly convert tryptophan into serotonin. Nature is wise. It places the main nutrient and its facilitator together so the process works efficiently. That's why I say a banana is not just another piece of fruit. It's a nutritional package designed to support restful sleep. And now that you understand the why, it's time to learn the how, because real change doesn't come from just eating it, but from turning it into a small nighttime ritual. Over the years, I've recommended this approach to many of my patients. I especially remember a 72-year-old woman who told me her bladder seemed to have a mind of its own. By adjusting the timing, the type of banana, and the way she consumed it, she began to notice much calmer nights, fewer interruptions, and more energy during the day. Let's take it step by step. First, choosing the right banana. The level of ripeness is essential. Green bananas are high in starch and harder to digest at night, so it's best to avoid them. Yellow bananas are fine, but the best option is one that already has small brown spots on the peel. Those marks indicate that the starch has turned into sugars that are easier to digest and that the nutrients are at their optimal point. Look for a banana that is firm, yellow, and dotted with a few dark specks. The second step is timing. This is one of the most common mistakes. It's not about eating the banana and going straight to bed. Your body needs time to activate all the chemistry involved in sleep. Ideally, you should consume it between 1 hour and an hour and a half before bedtime. This allows serotonin and melatonin production to begin right as you're getting ready to sleep. The third step is preparation, and this is where we enhance the effect. Eating the banana just as it is can work, but there are ways to make it even more effective. One option is to eat it calmly, without screens, sliced into small pieces, chewing slowly and being fully present in the moment. Simply slowing down already begins to relax the nervous system. Another option I highly recommend is preparing a warm drink. Mash half of a ripe banana and mix it with a small amount of unsweetened almond milk that has been gently heated. You can add a pinch of cinnamon, which not only improves the flavor but also helps keep blood sugar stable. Drink it slowly as part of your nighttime ritual. There is a third, lesser-known but very effective option: using the peel. When thoroughly washed, preferably from an organic banana, the peel contains high amounts of magnesium and potassium. By boiling it in water for a few minutes and then straining the liquid, You obtain a mild infusion that you can drink along with the other half of the banana. It's a simple and affordable way to boost your intake of relaxing minerals. Just as important as what you do is what you avoid. Do not combine this ritual with sweets, cookies, or refined sugars. That would cause glucose spikes that interfere with sleep. Keep everything simple, natural, and calm. This method is not an instant magic solution, but when applied consistently, it can make a meaningful difference in your nights. In the next segment, we'll talk about how to integrate this ritual into a complete nighttime routine to further enhance its benefits. Waking up several times at night, feeling physically tired and mentally foggy the next day is not something you have to resign yourself to. Today I want to help you change that by working in harmony with your body's own biology. This simple ritual, when practiced consistently for at least a week, can create a real difference. Choose one of the options I explained, respect the timing, and observe how your sleep responds. Remember, this banana habit is a key piece, but for sleep to be deep and continuous, we need to strengthen the entire sleep environment. That's why now we're going to talk about the pillars that support truly restorative rest. The banana is a powerful ally, but to achieve stable, uninterrupted nights, we must take care of the entire sleep structure. Think of this method as the key that opens the door, and now we're going to secure each lock properly. The first pillar is respecting your internal clock. Your body runs on a biological clock, known as the circadian rhythm, which regulates when you should be asleep and when you should be awake. The best way to keep it balanced is through consistent schedules. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. I know staying in bed a bit longer may seem harmless, but that change disrupts your rhythm and affects the rest of the week. Aim for a routine that allows you to sleep between 7 and 9 hours, and follow it with discipline. The second pillar is smart hydration. We've already mentioned it, but it's worth emphasizing. The idea is to drink enough water in the morning and afternoon, and then significantly reduce fluids in the evening. Set a cutoff point 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. After that, only take small sips if you truly need them. This includes soups, herbal teas, and any warm beverages. It's one of the simplest and most effective strategies to reduce nighttime awakenings. The third pillar is turning your bedroom into a true sleep sanctuary. The brain learns by association. If you use your bed to watch television, work, or solve problems, your mind will associate it with activity and tension. The rule is clear. The bed is for sleep and intimacy only. Also, make sure your bedroom invites rest. Total darkness is essential because light suppresses melatonin production. Cover electronic indicator lights and use curtains that block outside light. Keep the temperature cool, ideally between 18 and 21 degrees Celsius, and protect silence. If unavoidable noises exist, earplugs or white noise can be very helpful. The fourth pillar is moving your body during the day so you can rest better at night. Regular physical activity is one of the best natural relaxants. It helps reduce stress and allows the body to reach nighttime with healthy fatigue. Walking at a brisk pace, swimming, or practicing Tai Chi for about 30 minutes a day is enough. Just be sure to avoid intense exercise close to bedtime, as it can overstimulate you. A gentle walk after dinner is fine, but save strenuous exercise for the morning or afternoon. The fifth pillar is the digital sunset. This is often the most challenging one, but it's also essential. Screens emit blue light that confuses the brain into thinking it's still daytime, blocking melatonin production. The rule is to turn off all screens 60 to 90 minutes before going to bed. Use that time for your banana ritual, reading something calming, listening to soft music, or having a quiet conversation. Create a clear transition between the pace of the day and the calm of the night. When you integrate these 5 pillars along with the Manochi method, you're applying one of the most complete strategies for reclaiming your nights. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 pillars this week and gradually add the others. In my practice, I've seen how small, consistent changes lead to significant results. I remember a patient just over 60 who used to get up 3 or 4 times every night. He began by adjusting his schedule, reducing fluids at night, and applying the banana ritual. Within a week, he was sleeping for several hours straight and, most importantly, regained his energy and motivation during the day. If all of this is helping you and you feel it's time to take action, I warmly invite you to subscribe to Dr. Gabriel Mena's channel and activate the notification bell. Here, we share clear, practical advice every day to help you take care of your health and improve your habits. I also encourage you to share this video with someone close to you who often mentions they don't sleep well. Sometimes a gesture like that can become a truly meaningful gift. And I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment telling me which of these pillars feels most challenging for you or which one you already practice. We've taken an important journey together. We started with the discomfort of waking up at night and arrived at a natural, concrete, and achievable plan. You've learned that getting up to urinate several times is not a life sentence, but a problem that can improve. We saw how a ripe banana, consumed 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime and supported by healthy habits, can promote deep, restorative sleep. You don't have to live exhausted. Nature and knowledge are on your side, and your body knows how to rest when you give it the right conditions. Before I say goodbye, I invite you to pause and thank God for life, for your body, and for the opportunity to learn and take better care of yourself each day. On Dr. Gabriel Mena's channel, we are truly happy to accompany you, support your well-being, and help you improve your habits. Tomorrow we'll have a new video prepared especially for you, and I would love for us to meet again. Here, you matter, and you will always find valuable, practical information to live with greater health and peace of mind.